Russell back with Gwinnett Lawns with my blue blockers and beautiful, and really cold Atlanta, Georgia. This light is horrible. I apologize. It's bad. It's like 8:15. It is November the 1st, 2023, and this is day 3 of the Hustler Super S52 demo. Remember these blue blockers? I found them. These are from the 1980s. That's right, 1980s. Anyway, so today I'm very excited because I'm going to be able to use the mower on 2 of my biggest yards that take me the longest. Both of them are, I'm going to say they're 95% flat. One of them is a fescue yard that I cut year-round, and it's probably got a lot of leaves because there's some gigantic oak trees in there. And one of them has no trees at all, but it's emerald green zoysia, and it is the thickest, healthiest zoysia that I have seen in a long time. So both of these yards are, I obviously do them with the trim star, but this is really where I'm going to be able to see hopefully some efficiencies with the speed of the mower. On the fescue yard, I do have to do a little blowing the beds and stuff, but I pretty much do that anyway, so I know exactly, pretty much to the minute, how long both of the yards take me. On the zoysia yard, I will have to use the trim star on one area because there's a little, I'm going to call it a water break on one side, and it's right next to the wrought iron fence, and my 48 barely fits back there, and I need to only use the 48 back there. So other than that, the main part of the yard is going to be Super S territory. So it is really cold. It is we had a freeze warning last night. I think it got down, well, maybe into the upper 20s. The wind is blowing. It's really cold. So anyway, we're not going to complain about that. We're going to praise Jesus that we are able to go out here and mow. We're still mowing. I'm still mowing. I have mowed a little longer this year than I normally by the 1st October, most of the mowing's done, but the Bermuda will just not stop growing, and it's slowing, but it's still green. I'm looking right now, it's, we should have long already had the tiger stripes in there, but if we get a couple more, maybe a week's worth of nights in the 30s, it's going to be pretty much dormant. But I am really enjoying this box truck again. I can't tell you, well, I can tell you because I'm getting ready to tell you, but how much less stress this is. And don't get me wrong, I love the Mow and Go and the Chevy, but I like being able to have all my stuff here. I don't have to worry, am I forgetting something, am I not taking something? So it really is an asset, and not have to, load everything and unload everything. Because I got home, it was after about 20 minutes after dark. So, but anyway, I will save most of this battery for at least those 2 yards. I'm going to use the mower probably on just about every yard, but I'm not gonna video all of them. But I do want to get these 2 certainly in there, and we may do some time lapse of some other stuff. So anyway, I will see you at the first yard. face. All right, so I forgot, because I was getting frustrated, to film the last 3 yards with the Super S. And let me tell you my frustration. Thank goodness I actually gave in and used the trim star to do the last half of the last yard. That's the one that had the most leaves. And it's not the Super S's fault at all. It is the wrong tool for the job, so to speak, the way that it's set up. So that machine will throw leaves, dry leaves, about 20 feet. And because I don't have a discharge block on it, I end up overshooting. I try not to, but I end up overshooting the where I just cut. Because what I do on the leaves, what I normally do with the trim star, is I will run with the chute open, and if I can, I will do an inside box pattern, which means I'll be discharging all the leaves to the inside, and then when it gets to the point where it overshoots into the area where I've mowed, where it's clean, I'll shut the discharge blocker, and it'll mulch them up fine. Well, put a good discharge blocker on that Super S, and then some Ballard Ripper blades. That thing will be a vacuum leaf monster. I mean, it, even with just the blades, I told you that, I think yesterday, even with just the stock blades, that thing has such a high suction rate that there's nothing left on the ground almost where it passed. It's 20 feet over. So and I tried it with the little flap down and up. It makes no difference. The thing is just I used it till what I did was I made an island. I made islands, and then I came over here and got the trim star. Said, you got to go to work, buddy. But the amount of dust that I created, even through that RZ mask, my throat is hurting a little bit. But it did a great job. I mean, I have no complaints. But it's just doing these leaf cleanups. If there's yard with heavy duty leaves, it's I mean, you get to the point where I was, overshooting everything, so I ground everything up, and then I'd have to go over everything again. So I'm chasing leaves, and it just takes too much time. It's too much time. Now on the zoysia yard, the one that I really wanted to video for you guys, I just forgot to do it. I was chasing leaves. Now it did wonderful. It cut beautifully, and that yard is just it's got a lot of edging and weed eating and all that stuff. So nothing today at all is the machine's fault. The machine is, and I will say this: I'm getting much. I can't even talk. I'm getting much. What is wrong with me? Man, I'm getting loopy. I'm hungry. I'm getting much better at going in reverse. I can go in reverse almost full speed now. I told you guys I'm used to the way the controls are, the quad levers on the right mowers, stand-up mowers, and so I think I've put almost 10 hours on this machine, and I've got one more day. I have to look at my schedule. If there's a lot of heavy leaves, I may just use the trim star on the yards, because it is legitimately taking me, and it's going to take a little bit more time just because I have to do some blowing, but I mean, that thing, the leaves that it runs over destroys them. But that with the blades that are on there now, if you run over them once, I guarantee you, if I had a chute block on that thing, I could go over them once, it's going to leave a furrow, probably. I call it cornrow or furrow. And then just go one more pass and open the chute, and it just dissipates because it'll cut it again and there's nothing left. I mean, there's some serious... When I get on the Trimstar, it's so slow. Oh, and it's no slower than it was before. It's just now I'm used to 9 miles an hour. I mean, even the engine's quiet compared to that 850. I love that Trimstar. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Maybe that's a customer who needs some leaves mulched. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one.